Okay, so I got my wings cut out, and now I'm going to start the embroidery. So I'm just going to take this wing and put it over here for a little bit. I'm going to take my pin out, and I want you to watch what I'm going to do. I open them up so they face each other, and I'm going to lay them down. This is so I know that I'm going to be sewing on these sides of the wings, that I don't get them mixed up. Now I've got 2 strands of embroidery floss, and I'm just going to pick up this wing right here. 2 strands of embroidery floss to do the chain stitching. Now you don't have to do the chain stitching. I'm kind of addicted to it, so that's just how I am. Now on the pattern, you'll notice I showed where the lines are, and you can take a pen or that has the ink that fades, or a chalk, and put the marks on there so you know where you're going. I don't tend to do that because I just don't. And a chain stitch, you can see I pulled through, and I've got the 2 strands of embroidery floss, and I'm going to go back in. And again, watch what this hand is doing. Everyone is so concerned about what the needle hand is doing. This hand doesn't do a whole lot. Your left hand's more important, or your non-dominant hand. And I'm going to come up. You can see I've got my thumbnail right there, and it's also holding down this other thread. Push through, and you're basically just making a loop. And the thread is catching on that loop. Come here, you. And you pull it, and there's the first chain. To make the second chain, go back in very close, and this is a pretty short strand, short amount of thread I have on here. Now, one of the important things that this thumb does is it kind of helps direct where the thread is going to go. So when I put my needle in here, it's going, I can feel it at my finger here, and I push through, pull. Now watch what my thumb is going to do. My thumb is kind of pulling it over and beginning to make it curve. I think this is one of the reasons why I do this a lot. I actually, if you can kind of see on here, I have a lot of little prickle marks where I tend to put that in there. If I were smarter, I would get something for my thumb. Now watch what I'm doing. I'm kind of pulling it, so I'm holding where it's supposed to go, back in, and not jabbing it into my finger. After about the 500th stab, it really doesn't hurt that much. And pull. Now you can see about how far away I'm staying. It's about 3 millimeters, a little less than 1/4 of an inch. And I'll take that all the way down here. Now you don't have to do it in just one color. You can do it in lots of different colors. I've been wanting to do one that's kind of white with rainbow on it, because I think that would be really, really pretty. And you could put these wings on any kind of animal. You could put them on the puppy if you wanted to. So that is how you do a chain stitch, and you'll do the chain stitch on the same pattern on all 4 of these pieces, including this one over here. So I'll be back in a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how to put the wings together.